Good evening, everybody. You're watching Rider Bronx Ice Hockey presented by Breakout Sports Broadcasting live here on YouTube. My name is Carla Pascal, joined alongside by Eric Johnson and Matt Fusillo for a very special three-man booth here once again on BSB as the Bronx take on the West Virginia University Mountaineers. We're set for a good one here tonight, boys.
It should be fun. Yesterday, pretty resounding victory for Rider. Took a little bit of time to get the legs going, but they came out with a pretty decisive win. They're back at it again for 3-game set this weekend. We'll see if we actually play tomorrow, but let's just focus on tonight.
Yeah, we've got the that winter storm coming in tomorrow. Hopefully, we'll actually be able to make it to the game. We'll have to kind of see and play it by ear a little bit on if that'll happen. Like you said, Matt, here for this one today as we get ready. And West Virginia actually wearing their alternates. I know, Matt, you have your opinions on them. I personally love these jerseys. Right now it's not on the camera, but you'll see them in a minute or so.
They're pretty sweet, spoiler alert.
They're pretty nice. I know Matt's not the biggest fan.
Well, you know, that's Matt.
I'll keep my opinion off the air.
But either way, let's get into this one. Like you said, Matt, yesterday, Rider with a massive win over Drexel. So kind of, since neither of us were here yesterday, kind of give us a little bit of a breakdown of that game.
Yeah, it started off a little bit slow. I think you probably could have expected that first game back from winter break. Drexel played 2 games going into last night. They were both last weekend. And we know Rider is a much stronger team than Drexel. First period, it was 1-1 going into the first intermission. You got a goal from Ty Schneider, but Rider really wasn't clicking. Then coming back for the start of the second period, that's where you say, okay, this is where the guys are really going to start to wake up, and they did exactly that. Scored 5 goals in the second period. I mean, they were certainly favored to win that game by all measures, even with the slow start, but I think it's just a little bit of slow legs. First game back from winter break, they came away pretty decisively.
And as they come into this one today, it should be a good one, all things considered. This West Virginia team coming in at 8-9-1-1. In the ACCHL Elite. Currently have 18 points so far this year, 5th place in the ACCHL Elite. Their 20th game of the year. Meanwhile, for Rider, after yesterday's win, now 12-8-1-1. They sit at the 7th spot in the ACCHL M2 Premier Division. 26 points so far this year, their 23rd game of the season. Neither of these teams have played each other this year. We've seen them in the past couple years or so, but either way, we've got about 40 seconds left to go here in the warm-up between the two teams. So let's take a look at the starters here for this one today. We'll start here with Rider. Looking at their lineup, the usual suspects of Mark McDermott, Justin Rauch, and Mike Connolly. Then on the back end, it's Braden Turner, Joe Cusimano, and who else but Trevor Givorowski in between the pipes.
History-making night tonight for Trevor, looking for several Rider records.
Several Rider records as well as a ACHA M2 record. Looking to take the all-time saves record in the ACHA M2 conference. Is 26 saves off of that and can take sole possession of the Rider all-time wins record. As we get ready for the opening puck drop here, we're supposed to have a special puck drop here in this one made by the Rider University's Senior Associate Athletic Director, Karen Torcha. We'll have to see if that actually comes to pass here. We were told it was going to happen earlier. Reason for it is, one, she's a big supporter of the Rider program and is a West Virginia alum, so Rider decided to try and bring her out for this one today as we await this potential special face-off here. But before we get kicked into things, just want to say a quick thank you once again for joining us here on this one. We've got one more game here tonight on Breakout Sports Broadcasting. Widener's taking on Alabama down in Aston. We're still not sure if that game is going to be streamed or just recorded and then posted at a later later. We're going to try and get updates for you as we go on throughout this game, but we'll step aside, send it over to the PA, and then we'll have the national anthem and puck drop here from Zai.
Gentlemen, and welcome to the Cy Fieldhouse on the campus of the Lawrenceville School in Lawrenceville, New Jersey, for tonight's American Collegiate Hockey Association Division II matchup between the visiting West Virginia University Mountaineers and your Rider University Bronx. Here are tonight's starting lineups presented by Breakout Sports Broadcasting, beginning with West Virginia. Starting at left wing, number 20, Aiden Briggs. At center, number 86, Will Blair. At right wing, number 34, Jake Weichel. At left defense, number 91, Joseph Polonic. At right defense, number 62, Caleb Carnell. And in goal for the Mountaineers, number 70, Griffin Kennard. West Virginia is coached and assisted by Nate Connolly. Center, a grad student from Ramsey, New Jersey, number 61, Justin Rauch. At right wing, a grad student from Yardley, Pennsylvania, number 9, Mike Connolly. At left defense, a freshman from Staten Island, New York, number 27, Joe Cusimano. At right defense, a freshman from Franklinville, New Jersey, number 22, Braden Turner. And in goal for the Bronx, the senior from Ben Salem, Pennsylvania, number 29, Trevor Gimorowski. Ryder is coached by Connor Fox, assisted by Larry Walker, Carlos Ciani, and CJ Evans. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time we ask you please rise as you're able to and direct your attention to the American flag located in the West Virginia zone. Please remain standing as we honor America and those who defend this great nation with the playing of the national anthem. Gentlemen, please direct your attention to center ice, as tonight's ceremonial first puck drop will be performed.
And we're back here for this one from Zai, a wonderful puck drop from Karen Torcha. for the ceremonial puck drop for the Senior Associate Athletic Director from Rider as we get ready to go here for this one. First period about to kick off here between the Bronx and the Mountaineers. Should be a good one here, boys, up in the booth as we get ready to go for this. McDermott up against Blair on the dot, and we're off here for this one. Cornell with it, plays this one across, taken back here, and sent up to Blair, poked away there by the Bronx again. Looking to go across, Rouch is there first. He tips it into the zone. Chasing after it here is Connolly. Steered aside there by the 71 of Griffin Kennard in between the pipes for West Virginia today. McDermott with it, cycling in the zone, looking for an option. Back up to Turner at the blue line. He fires that one, nearly redirected by Connolly just at the side of the net. Puck out of the zone. Turner opts to play it right back in, and let's take a look at the goaltending matchup here in this one. Kennard currently sitting with a 2-2 record, a 5.32 GAA, and an 882 save percentage. And then over on the other side of things, Trevor Giborowski, 11-7-2 with a 5.4 GAA, or 11-7-2 with a 3.31 GAA and a 926 save percentage. And like you mentioned earlier, Eric, Trevor fighting for history here in this one in two ways.
Riders got 12 wins so far this season. Giborowski is responsible for 11 of them.
Cercio with it back across to Marin. He fires, and that one's held onto by Kennard. And Marin, the birthday boy here in this one, as you may have seen the sign during the warm-ups over on the other side of the ice. It said happy birthday, Mark.
He got greeted by a big hit by two Mountaineers just a few moments ago. Happy birthday to him.
I was going to say that's his first birthday gift.
A good old happy birthday gift and a welcoming gift here to this one as it's taken here by Gingras. Into the boards, he gets hit there. Over to help him is Connolly as this one is flipped up and out of the zone. Getting on this is Bennett as Gingras' stick just got sent away as Yeoman trying to collect here. He's able to stick it aside.
Gonna have a penalty here.
And I assume it's going to be an interference call as Connolly tries to send in. It's picked up there by the 44 of Brown as he touches up, and it will be an interference call here on West Virginia. And didn't know John Connolly was supposed to be coming back today here for this one, so great to see for the Bronx as they will go to the power play now. Connolly coming back here for just his fourth game of the year. As McDermott will take the face-off here on the man advantage. This one across, back up to Schneider. Now to Blazak, back to Cole. Across to McKeach, he scores! Just like that, Rider up 1-0 here, and we're not even 2 minutes into the game.
6 seconds into the power play, a snipe from number 11, an absolute blast to put the Bronx up 1-0. Let's see that way be one more time.
Right off the face-off, goes back up here to Cole Schneider, who finds McKeach, who just lasered that one, nearly popped the bottle there on Kennard. And Rider now up 1-0, and like you said, just 6 seconds gone on that power play for Rider. Coming into this game, they have struggled as of late on the power play, sitting at 26% coming into the game. We're 19 for 73.
You can make that 20 for 74.
McKeach also scored a goal yesterday. I believe that may have been on the power play as well. So if I am correct with that, 2 power play goals in 2 days for Mr. McKeach.
13th goal of the season for Brendan.
As this one gets fluttered up into the netting there from Blazak. So we'll get the stoppage here. Shots currently 2-0 on the board right now. Rider has both of them, one of them being a goal. As Schneider back out on the ice here with Pape and Blazak, and also great to see Blazak back on the ice. I know, Matt, you saw him yesterday in the Drexel game, but that was his first game of the season. And coming into this one, just his second. Great to see Alex back out on the ice for Rider as this goes back out, looking for Cusimano. Chasing on it here, the 22 of Gallagher with him. This one hit there by Schneider as it's kept down below the goal line now. Looking to center, no one there. And Giborowski will just cover it with the blocker.
You mentioned Blazak back to the lineup. Also, Anthony Zito, his first game back, scored a goal yesterday as well.
a whole bunch of returners for this Rider squad as they.
I was just about to say, like, what have I missed? What have I missed this past week?
Well, Zito didn't play in the entire fall semester.
Correct, that I did know.
He came back here for the spring, which to get his first goal of the season in his first game was fantastic. As Marin walking and trying to play across to Cercio, just couldn't get a tap on it.
And what a tone setter that is, though, for Zito to come back to. You know, scoring in your first game back, big for him.
Oh, yeah, it's actually, as that one goes just wide for Marin, he wound up the one-timer cannon. What a pass there from McKees, just couldn't put it on net, as Gallagher has that one poked by Marin. It's been all Bronx so far to start this game. But like you were saying, Eric, for Zito, definitely a tone setter, and what a way to come back for him. That's actually his first game back since before senior night, going back to last year. He got into a car accident after the Penn State game and had not played a game since then. And coming back, first game, wires went home. You couldn't write it any better than that.
You could sell that to Disney tomorrow.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
It was an interesting goal, too. I remember he got the puck on his stick right to the left of the net, kind of near the hash marks, and his positioning was strange. I was shocked that he got it on net. It was a great goal by Zito.
But that's what Zito does best, though. He finds these sharp angles and these very unique ways to score, and he has got a wicked shot. And based on the way you are describing it, Matt, that is exactly the type of shot I could picture Anthony Zito making.
Oh, yeah. Zito has such a craftiness to his shooting. He has a very, very good set of skills when it comes to finding open areas and getting into some lanes where you really don't think shots could come off and finding a way to beat goaltenders. He did that a lot the past couple years. As this is taken by Carnell, he sends in, kicked aside there by Givarowski. Call has that one stripped away as they walk in. Weichel with it, looking to go back, walking in on Givarowski. He got the pad down and was able to make the save. Another chance here for West Virginia as they try and center it, steered aside by Connolly. He tries to get it out, just couldn't do so as it goes back in onto Givarowski, and he will hold on for the whistle.
Inching closer and closer towards that save record, and the Mountaineers certainly did not make it easy those past couple shots.
And if you have one player on the West Virginia roster that you're going to circle, if you're Ryder, it's got to be number 84, Mark Stankiewicz, the one that came away with the puck. Nice pickpocket there. Saw him play 2 games last year against my alma mater, Maryland. He is a great player.
12 goals so far for Stankiewicz in 17 games played, a pure goal scorer.
A very, very good goal scorer, as it seems like the clock is still frozen here as Givarowski makes another save. Clock was stuck at 15:11. A couple seconds ticked off the board, so we'll play an extra couple minutes, I guess, here at the end of the period.
Happened
free hockey
last night too. Yeah, we'll get 60 minutes and 20 seconds of extra some hockey tonight.
Well, we've got the Riders scratches down there in the scorers table as they get the clock going that time off the whistle. This one bounces to the hash marks here. Cusimano able to get it out of the zone, taken here by Jansky. Across to Alps, this one sprung forward, tipped there by Zito, goes into Givarowski. He leaves it off. Already 5 saves here in the game for Trevor. Like you said, Eric, inching closer to history.
21 saves now away.
This one sprung forward here for Connolly. Into the zone goes John Connolly. Trying to fire that on, covered up there by Kanar. Had to jump on top of that one with the glove as John was hunting for his first goal as a Bronc.
I was going to say, John was certainly charging in, and Kanar kind of had to make a gut reaction and just cover that.
And for Ryder, they came into this game ranked 15th in the ACHA M2 Southeast rankings. Ended up jumping up to 15 from 16 at the end of the fall semester. So jumping up 1 spot, looking to try and vie and jockey for positioning in those rankings so they can take their spot in regionals, as this is taken here by West Virginia in their own end. In the zone, Blazak able to take the puck away, looking to play it across on the doorstep. A huge save by Kanar as that one bounced right on top of the blue paint, and now we're going to get a hand pass call.
A fantastic keep there by Alex Blazak.
Great keep from Blazak, and a great save by Kanar. His best of the evening so far. With 14:07 left to go here in period number 1. Shots 5-4 right now as that face-off won there by Ryder for a second. Pape tried to keep it in. That one kept by Yeoman as he sends it around. Looking to get to it first is Dylan Williams. He sends that one out to center ice as Rogers gets there. He dumps in. Gallagher to chase on it. Givarowski plays this one around. Able to keep it here is Rogers. Bennett sends it to the corner. Rogers with it again. Bouncing here for Schneider now as he has a little room. Finds Blazak along the near side boards. Blazak driving in, looking to drive around. Now below the goal line, looking to center. Back out to Cercio, who got his stick lifted on the back check. Great job there on the back check to get a stick lift in. I think that was from Williams again. As into the zone, here comes McKeach looking for more. McKeach at the hash marks now, looking. Has to play lower to Marin. The birthday boy goes back up to Jackson Call. Across here to Cercio as that one just got deflected wide. A great block in front there from Walters as this goes back up to Ty Schneider. McKeach with it again. Marin looking. Cercio in front, just couldn't find the bouncing puck as Schneider put it back in deep while falling to the seat of his pants as this one comes out of the zone. One-on-one the other way now. Call the lone man back for Ryder as that one goes wide of Givarowski. Marin avoids the big check there as he ended up getting taken to the ice anyway. As it's kept here by McKeach. Winds up the slap shot. It's kicked aside there by Kanar, and it goes up into the netting.
Nice skating by Marin there. He was about to get rocked by Howcroft. He was coming in with speed.
Yeah, that was a big-time hit and waiting there, and Marin just a little shimmy sidestep to get around him. That face-off won back there by the Mountaineers. They have it behind their own goal line now. McDermott trying to get in there and take it away. He's able to do it. Connolly with it, looking to center for Rauch. Just couldn't do so as Carnell tries to play it away. Stuck in the corner. Rauch trying to fight for it, looking for McDermott. Bounces forward once again for the Mountaineers. Now up into the air as Connolly trying to keep it in the zone. Connolly there. Turner pinches. It gets by him. Howcroft out the other way. Able to keep it 2-on-1 here for West Virginia as they walk in on Givarowski. He makes the big-time stop. Another save for Trevor. Already two big ones for him here in this game. As Cusimano picks up the puck here. Lays for McDermott. Back to Cusimano. Weighing his options. Had that one taken away there by Stankiewicz, who tries to play it across. Looking there for the 68 of Mason Smith as that one got centered in front. Givarowski had to poke it away with the paddle as Connolly picks it up. Has a little room here right up the gut. Connolly driving and gets bumped off the puck there by Ambrosi as it goes back into the zone, gets by Bennett, and it will be called for an icing here on the Mountaineers.
Shots 8-7 in favor of the Mounties. We were talking about this earlier, you know, how West Virginia is kind of, you know, taking these shots. It was tough to get momentum for a little bit, but they had a really good 2-on-1 chance there earlier. They would not be denied except by Trevor.
Trevor always outstanding here for this Bronx squad as Zito tries to get that one. Gut was in there as well as it's sent around by West Virginia. Getting on this puck is Jack Ronan, who can't get it out. Now it's cleared there by the 68 of Smith. Goes all the way past Bennett. He has to go back and collect here. Icing waved off as Bennett is able to keep it. Bennett with a little bit of room here along the near side boards. Walks into the zone himself. Power move. Trying to cut to the middle. Just couldn't get back to the puck. Good closeout there by the defense. As that one takes a bounce off the glass right by the Mountaineers bench. Knocked away there by Gut, but it's taken and dumped in by Starr as he gets hit there by Gut. Yeoman around to Connolly. Played that one right into the slot. A dangerous pass there into the middle. Jack Rogers was all alone as it's kept here by West Virginia again. Trying to play to the point. It bounces by Xavier Alps. He has to go back and collect as it's sent forward into the zone. This one gets by Yeoman, and Givarowski's going to just have to cover up as it trickled right into the blue paint. Was hoping for an icing call there, but ended up not getting it. So 10:21 left to go here in the first period. Riders still with the 1-0 lead off the power play goal from McKeach. As it's taken here, back up to Walters. He fires. That one trickles just wide. Was looking for a deflection from Briggs as he goes into the corner. Alongside him is Weichel. Weichel and Briggs down there 2-on-2 with Schneider and Call as it's dug out here for the Mountaineers. Looking back up to Walters again. Dances by one, looking to fire. That one's blocked by Cole Schneider as Blazak picks it up. Blazak out the other way. He fires a shot. That one bobbled there by Kanar. Ended up bouncing off his glove as Schneider tries to play back here to Blazak. Beautiful little backhand pass as he found Alex, but he couldn't hold on to it as it steered back here for Walters again.
Yeah, I think Kanar really wanted to glove that one down, but just kind of fell out of his reach.
Schneider digging at it up against Weichel as Walters will have to go back and collect a third time here. This one sprung forward. Launched into the air. Call able to knock it down. Has a little bit of room. Plays this forward. Finds Cercio. Cercio with it. Beautiful backhand toe drag. Puts it in on goal. Kanar able to make the save with the pads. That was a shifty little toe drag there from Dom as this one sent around the ice. Picked up here by the Mountaineers. Not out of the zone yet as Howcroft is able to finally skate it out. Howcroft across. Able to find the pass through as that one's fired on and kicked aside by Givarowski. Into the corner, Stankiewicz there. Up along the boards with Cercio as the Mountaineers are able to keep it, and Dom is going to take a penalty here. Stankiewicz able to draw the call as the captains came together there for some action as Dom will now head to the sin bin.
Two captains who just shook hands during that opening face-off ceremony earlier. Cercio doesn't like the call. He might have a point. A little tough to tell from up here. But either way, first man advantage for the Mountaineers.
It's going to be a tripping call there on Dom. And like you said, Matt, first power play opportunity for the Mountaineers. Have not been very good or have been pretty good on the power play so far this year. In fact, they've been great on the power play. I almost talked about their PK as Schneider gets on a shorthanded chance here, walking in Cole with it. He puts it top shelf, and the Bronx go up 2-0. Now, the power play goal was 6 seconds into the power play for the Bronx. 7 seconds into the power play for the Mountaineers, the Bronx score again.
An absolute crystal clear takeaway there from Cole Schneider, able to just waltz on over in through the zone. No chance for Kanar against Cole one-on-one. That might be an all-timer broadcaster's jinx from you.
I think so. I think it might be.
He made that look so easy,
He
too.
did.
That's what Cole does. Cole is such a good shooter, especially here on the PK, as here he comes again. Schneider with it a second time. He fires that one, saved by Kanar with the pads as Rauch is just going to pin it up against the boards alongside 3 Mountaineers as he got hit hard in the end wall there. And we're going to get a penalty here on West Virginia. Likely going to be a boarding call. It's going to be cross-checking, actually, as it looks like it's going to be Francis Gallagher going to the box. But like you said, Eric, possible broadcaster's jinx there. I was going to say that West Virginia's power play has been great so far this year.
Which it has been.
40% on the power play, 6 for 15, was the 40th best power play in the ACHA, or still is, as they're still on the power play now. But now we'll play some 4-on-4 for about 1:32.
Bronx also had a very good penalty kill before the shorthanded goal and the drawn penalty from Roush as well.
And one thing that the Bronx have always done, at least for me and you, Eric, since we've been calling these games the last 5 years or so, the penalty kill has always been fantastic. That's one thing that the Bronx pride themselves on.
I was going to say, definitely the penalty kill has been just absolutely outstanding from, like I said, ever since we started calling games.
As this one is sent around here, able to connect with Carnell as he gets pinned up along the boards with Pape. Carnell across. Finds this forward, connects on the pass as it's driven into the zone by Palahonic. He's on it again in the corner. Has it stolen away there by Ty Schneider as Pape picks it up, sends here to McDermott. McDermott trying to catch this West Virginia team in a change. Beautiful move to walk by one. Tried to find Connolly on the pass back as this one bounces to his brother. Brother to brother here as Connolly tried to play it across. As John will go back and collect here. Him and his brother Mike on the ice. I wonder if some point we're going to get 2 Connollys and 2 Schneiders on at the same time. As this one is sent into the zone here. John with it, looking for the wraparound chance. Couldn't get that one to go as it was blocked away. Down below the goal line, his brother goes back here, able to find Mike as it goes out of the zone. Givarowski is going to have to come way out to play this puck. That will do it for 4-on-4. Now 25 seconds on the power play for the Bronx. McDermott into the zone, trying to dance through, couldn't do so, as it's taken by Briggs and sent forward to Blair. He takes a bump there from Marin as Cusimano is going to pinch and knock it away. Cusimano with it. 5 seconds left to go on the power play as that quick pass goes away from everybody, and we'll go for an icing here on Ryder. And that will do it for the power play for the Bronx. We're back to even strength. Shots currently 11-10 in favor of West Virginia, but the Bronx up 2-0. Turner with it off the face-off down below the goal line. Has to get some help here from McKeach as that one takes a hop into the netting there. As we get another whistle.
Got 6 minutes left in the first period. Mountaineers haven't spent too much time in their offensive zone. See if they can win the face-off here, get some more time. And they do not.
Face-off won there by Ryder, but a quick shot on there from about the top of the circle. Goes up and over Givarowski as this puck is taken by McKeach. Marin with a big hit along the boards up against Rogers. As this one goes here for Cusimano. Now finds Cercio. 3-on-2 if the Bronx can collect. They couldn't do it. As this one goes into the zone. Rogers with it again. In the corner, he's able to poke it out, gets to the slot, but Cusimano is able to take it away. Into the zone he goes. Opts to just dump and chase here as he tries to get back in position. Picked off there right in front by John Connolly, trying to fire. Just couldn't get it on target as it was knocked away by Gallagher. Zito with the puck. Couldn't keep it there. Now back up to the point as that one's fired on. Blocked away in front with the glove there by the defense as Williams picks up the puck. Williams being hounded there by Connolly as this one's tipped into the zone by Gallagher. Him and Cusimano into the corner. Zito comes over to try and help as Turner's going to get on this. Under 5 minutes left to go here in period number 1 as Turner walks through 2 players as he lays across here to Zito, who sends in. Gingras to give chase here on this. Has it taken here by Howcroft. Plays it out of the zone. Taken in here by Stankiewicz, trying to find somebody in front as it's broken up by the defensive Ryder. Gingras just plays it back out to the neutral zone. Pass fed through. Howcroft sends it in deep. Bennett to the puck first. Kept in the zone by Ducalo as he sends this around. Bennett trying to get there, can't do so. Stankiewicz is there. Stankiewicz plays back as they try and find this one in the middle, looking for Ducalo, just couldn't connect as Gingras tries to play out, can't do so. And it's going to be kept in the zone here by West Virginia. Carnell, he fires that one looking for a redirect in front for Stankiewicz, wouldn't go. As another one stopped in the slot there by Zito as he's able to finally clear. Stankiewicz with it again. Driving into the zone, looking to cut by McKeach. Nearly did so as Ducalo looking to play that across, couldn't do so, was looking for Howcroft. As this one's kept in the zone here by Ducalo again. Ducalo finds this one lower. Stankiewicz with it, looking to try and play it in front, couldn't do it. As it's taken back out here by Schneider.
Nice play by Yeoman to get the body in front there.
Yeoman doing a good job to help protect the net front as this is taken here and played in by Blair, or at least it was going to be, as it's picked off here by Blazak. Now Schneider into the zone. Blazak with it again. Back down to Schneider. Trying to play it across right on the doorstep was Pape. Just couldn't get the tap home in as Knorr was right there to stop it.
Yeah, Pape was definitely looking for that tap in that we've seen him do so many times. I want to piggyback something off you said, Matt, earlier about how West Virginia didn't have as much offensive zone time. When they are in their offensive zone, they are making it count because they are taking a lot of shots. Not many passes in that offensive zone, I've been noticing.
As this one's sent around, not out of the zone yet, though, as Ty Schneider keeps that one in right on the doorstep. Pape again looking to get a shot off, just couldn't do it. As this one goes back up to Alps. Alps to Blair. with some speed down the near side wall. He fires that one, glove down by Givarowski. 14 saves, has been perfect so far here in this one. Inching closer to that record that we keep mentioning. .255 left to go. Here in this first period, shots knotted up at 14 apiece, but the Bronx up 2-0 as that one takes a hop, skip, and a jump off the high glass and into the netting. So we'll set up and do it again for the face-off. And I'm so used to saying high glass on other rinks. It's all high glass here.
Yes,
So
I was going to say.
It's all high glass here at Xi Fieldhouse. Normally in some other rinks, you have some shorter glass along the boards with some lower netting, but they have it kind of college-style setup where the benches are on the opposite side. We've talked about this a bunch of times so far this season. As this one is sent into the zone, redirected there by McDermott in front, kicked aside there by Kanar, as this goes back out to Schneider.
It's a nice rink, though. I'm not a big fan of the benches on opposite sides. It looks more like a football field, but the rink is it's pretty nice. I like it here.
It's a very nice rink, and as Givarowski makes a big-time stop in front, that one on Ducalo again. Or actually, I think that might have been on Jack Ronan wearing the 99. As this one's picked up here by McDermott. Had it poked away for a second there as Rauch is able to keep it. Plays forward for Connolly. Connolly trying to get on the breakaway chance. Able to keep the puck here. With it, sends this puck around as it's picked up back by West Virginia. Like you were saying, Matt, it's a very beautiful rink, and we've talked about it a bunch throughout the course of this year about the opposite side benches. It's definitely unique, to say the least.
Little advantage for the home team, too, but
yes,
that's okay.
Yes. As Williams sends this one wide of the cage, Cusimano sends this around. Under 90 seconds left to go here in the first period as it's picked up by Marin. Sends forward to Cercio. Able to beat out the icing here as it's picked up by Palahonic. He has to play back to his D partner. Up off the wall, Williams trying to play it out of the zone. McKeach can't hold it on the blue line as Smith has himself pickpocketed by Cercio. He's able to kick it to Cusimano, who finds Turner. Turner looking there for McKeach, just couldn't get a tip on it, and that will go for an icing here on the Bronx.
Ryder, who played Drexel last night, I don't know if you guys have been to their rink, but they have the same setup with that rink is very old, the class of 1923.
Class of 23.
Yeah, it's fun calling a game there. That's probably the best vantage point I've ever had.
Oh yeah, it's a lot of fun calling there. We went there for one game. We ended up just recording it. I think it was 2 years ago at this point. And it's definitely an interesting rink, that's for sure. Like Eric said, it's a classic rink, and the vantage point is awesome.
It's awesome. Cool place to be on the.
And that Drexel crowd brings it.
Yeah.
That's true for sure.
But you kind of expect something like that in the Ivy League Penn campus there.
Yeah, certainly expect some stuff like that as Palahonic fires. That one's blocked there by McKeach as Marin tries to find Cercio. 32 seconds left to go in the frame. Cercio fires. That one saved by Kanar.
Cercio had a good look there right at Kanar, came very, very close, and just shot it right into his breadbasket.
And what an effort there from McKeach to block that shot, as he is just going to go off the bench and most likely to the locker room here as he tries to shake off that stinger off that block shot as Cusimano walks in. Lays here for Pape, trying to toe drag fire, can't do it. Nearly poked away by Blazek, but it's kept here by West Virginia. Carnell, he fires, knocked aside there by Givarowski, and that will do it for the first. So a quick moving first period as the Bronx take a 2-0 lead with both goals coming on special teams here in this one. A little bit of football injected into this broadcast.
The Bronx special teams, like we've said before, been very, very, very strong. Showcasing it here today so far, 2-0 in favor of the Bronx. And you were talking about Brendan McKeach, what a first period he's had.
He's had a great one so far. Always willing to do what he needs to for this Bronx squad. Shots tied up at 16 apiece after one, but the Bronx with the 2-0 lead, and we will step aside. We're going to take a short break, and when we come back, we'll have the second period of action for you. Welcome back, everybody. You're watching Rider Bronx Ice Hockey, presented by Breakout, but Rider with the 2-0 lead.
Yeah, like you said, both goals coming on special teams. One very quickly on the power play and one very quickly on the penalty kill. Special teams so far, the Bronx forte.
And both goal scorers for the Bronx scored yesterday. McKean scored, I believe, on the power play, so I think that's 2 power play goals in as many nights. And as well as Schneider. Cole Schneider scored 2 yesterday. Ty Schneider scored 2 yesterday. We'll see what's in store here in the second.
As we get a great look at the Rider players coming onto the ice here. Got to catch another glimpse of Mark Marin walking onto the ice, the birthday boy here today. It's actually the second game in a row for me where we've had a player have a birthday. Yesterday I was calling the Mercer Chiefs NCDC game. One of their players had their birthday during that game as well, and actually scored during it too, so we'll have to see if Marin can do the same thing here in this one.
It must be a statistic or something that you're more likely to score on your birthday. I swear I've seen that.
That has to be somewhere.
I swear I've seen that so many times.
It's usually on one of those graphics, those fancy graphics.
It's on a Bleacher Report graphic somewhere. But as we get ready for this second period, want to thank you once again for joining us here on this one tonight. And wanted to mention it before we get started. Widener is going to be live streamed down in Aston. We got the internet situation working down there, so that game will be live up against Alabama. They're currently live, still waiting for the game to start while we get ready for the second period, and we're off. That game's set to start at just about, well, it was supposed to start at 9:15. It's now currently 9:17, so running a little bit behind there, but either way, we're here for this one. Colton Reynolds, Ariel Melendez, and her dad, Fred, down there calling the game together. So father-daughter duo down in Aston. Should be a good game down there as they take on Alabama.
Is that a first for BSB?
Yes, it is. It is certainly a first, and I'm so happy that we could get the internet working to be able to live stream that. And her dad is actually an Alabama alum, so makes things pretty interesting for the call.
It's always the worst when you have high hopes for broadcasting a game and then it doesn't end up working.
Oh, yeah.
Sadly, it's common in the ACHA at some ranks.
Oh, yes. We've had it plenty of times. As going back to that shot before that just snuck wide of Kanar. As Cusimano keeps this in the zone here. Pape with it. He fires a shot. That one goes wide of the far post. Comes all the way out of the zone as Ducalo picks it up. Springs this one forward. Sent in there by Weichel. Cusimano back on it. Sends this out the other way for Schneider. Nearly got tangled up with the referee there. As back to get this goes the 44 of Carter Brown. Bouncing puck here in the zone. Kept here by Benner, looking to try and get a shot off. Couldn't do so. It was taken away there by Walters as it's played out of the zone. Driving in now is West Virginia as that one's held onto by Givarowski. Save number 17 for Trevor.
We're talking about this number now 9 away from that all-time record.
Inches closer and closer to that milestone mark to take sole possession of both the Rider all-time wins record. Currently has 50, which is tied for the record as Cercio gets on this puck. Walking in, Dom with it, lost the handle as it's poked away by Kanar. Great job to come out with the paddle and knock it away. McKean with it, able to keep it in the zone. Plays this one across, Cercio couldn't handle, but he gets it back and scores. Rider go up 3-0. Dom got a gift there from McKean after not being able to put it home on the breakaway. And that time, Dom responds as he signals, it's Dom time, everyone.
Dom is grinning from ear to ear after that one, and he has been working hard for that goal.
And it's the patience by McKean, too. I thought he was going to shoot that, took his time, waited, and found the captain open, buries it. Great patience by McKean.
An excellent job there by Cercio as well to outweigh Kanar as Yeoman drives this one deep in the zone. Bronx looking for more as that one's fired on, knocked aside by Kanar again. Up along the boards. Kept in here by Connolly. Now it's sticked out of the zone for Smith. Smith out the other way. Smith fires. Givarowski makes another save. That one right into the breadbasket. As we get the announcement here
Able to easily gobble that one up.
for sure, as we get the announcement for Dom's goal. And for Dom, if he didn't get hurt earlier in the year, would 100% be this team's leading scorer right now, including the goal that just happened in his 12th game. 24 points in 12 games, averaging 2 a game, as Givarowski covers up on that one.
And a fast start to the first and second period. The Bronx first period goal, 107 seconds in. Second period, 110 seconds in.
I love the quick math on that.
Well, John and I were joking about doing math yesterday. Broadcasters aren't very good at math, so I'm happy I got that off my chest.
This is true. This is true. I can attest to this.
But the point is, a fast start to both periods so far for the Bronx.
Broadcasters aren't good at math, and we aren't either. I kid, of course. I kid, of course.
As this is taken here by Carnell, and like you said, Matt, a quick start here to both the frames for the Bronx. And I think that's kind of something that Ryder talked about before this game and coming into this weekend. They really wanted a fast start coming in here. After yesterday's big win against Drexel, you want to try and sweep the weekend here.
Well, we've talked about this over the course of the season, but this is a team that's kind of struggled in the first period to get their foot going, especially on the second end of a back-to-back. Riders typically struggled.
As this goes the other way here, Williams just gets sandwiched there by Ty Schneider as Gallagher tries to play it into the zone, taken and played out back here to Alps, who sends back in. As Call will collect this. Shots tied at 19 yet again. As Schneider sends this forward, Alps picks it off in the neutral zone, tries to dance in himself as Schneider's going to pick up the puck. New defensive pairing that we haven't seen a ton so far this year in Schneider and Call. As Gingras tries to fire, that one gets blocked away there by the defense. Blazak, who just hopped on, able to keep the puck in the zone. Had himself pickpocketed as it's taken here by Alps. Has Briggs with him on his left side. Alps fires. That one kicked aside by Givarowski. Alps with it again. Dangerous chances. It just bounced into the slot as it's taken and poked forward here for Gingras. Just can't get to it in time as this is taken by Turner as Zito closed off Alps along the boards. Turner trying to find Blazak. Can't do so yet as this one's sent right back out past the stick of Weichel as it goes back here to Cusimano. This pass sprung forward, goes all the way back here to Luke Starr as he plays to Alps. Alps along the board, sandwiched there by Pape as Zito tried to take it away, couldn't do it. As it's taken into the zone here by the 52 of Halcroft. Looking to center, that one goes off the outside of the post. As Schneider trying to get to that, can't do it. Stuck in the skates there of the defenseman. There, I think that was Jansky as it's taken by Cusimano. Blazak with it. Jansky up against the boards, taken here by Schneider. Schneider along the hash mark, sends this one around. Chasing after it is the Mountaineers. They're able to take it away, looking to spring the pass forward. Couldn't do so. Turner got a stick in, but it's kept here by the Mountaineers. That one deflected up and over the bar. 5 minutes gone here in the middle frame as Cercio has this. Dom trying to walk through, has to spin away. Beautiful spinorama move, looking to try and play it out in front. Thought he was going to try and go for the Michigan attempt there as he nearly put that one on the top of his blade. As Marin sends this lower, finds Dom again. Trying to keep the puck below the goal line as McKeach gets on the puck here. McKeach back down to Cercio. Cercio to Marin. Has this one tipped in front of Dom, and it will go up into the netting. And the Bronx looking like they tried to set up almost like they were on a power play there.
I was going to say, there was a lot of setup there for the Bronx. Very crisp passes, and they were getting in that power play formation despite it being 5-on-5.
And it was a good job by Ducalo to get a stick in there to knock that puck away as it went out of the zone. Cercio able to keep the puck again off the draw, tried to get a shot off, couldn't do so, as this one's sent around, taken here by the Mountaineers. Out of the zone it comes. Marin lays the body there on Ronan as it takes a bounce off of Ambrosi. Smith the chase on this, goes to Marin now in the neutral zone. Marin lays off to Cercio, looking to go back across, trying to find McKeach in front. He scores his second of the game, and the Bronx go up by 4.
Brendan has been the star of this show tonight. Third point of the evening for number 11, and just taking it in on his own.
And that puck was served on a platter for McKeach.
Doesn't get any easier for him.
Get any easier. I don't even know if it was moving. It was sitting right in front of the goal crease. All you had to do was get a stick on that.
And honestly, for that one, that's just a little bit of bad puck luck there for West Virginia. That funny bounce, like you said, Matt, went right into the slot. McKeach just waltzed into the middle of the zone and found that puck just sitting there for him as a huge reverse check there by McDermott. That was a big-time reverse check there as Williams tried to go after him. Currently a 4-0 lead now here for Ryder as McDermott, another big check just below the blue line on Alps. Rauch with it. Him and Connolly there along the blue line. Ty Schneider sends this one in.
Bronx bringing the physicality now that they're being up 4-0.
Taken out the other way now. Trying to drive in is Gallagher. Up along with Zito, looking to try and play the pass across to Rogers. Schneider able to send to Connolly. Looks here for McDermott. McDermott into the zone, trying to power move around Walters. Looking to center for Connolly, couldn't find him. Zito there as well, as this will go all the way by Cusimano for the icing here on West Virginia.
You go back to that McKeach goal, and we saw this, we're seeing this tonight, and we saw it all throughout last night's game. It's been a common theme. I'm sure it's always the theme for the Bronx, but he's just one of those players that knows how to get to the dirty areas. Not the biggest player in terms of size, but I mean, he knows where the puck is going to be. He finishes. Go ahead.
I was going to say, no, here's the thing with the Bronx. Sorry to interrupt, of course, Matt, but the Bronx have always had, there's a quick save by Knar. Hockey IQ is the thing that the Bronx have, they know where the puck is going to be. They're very coordinated with each other. We talked with Coach Fox plenty of times as well, and of course before that, Coach Levin. This is something they run during practice quite a bit, and it pays off in spades.
It definitely pays off, that's for sure.
As Zito trying to get on that spinning shot, just knocked away as this goes back up to the point. But like you were saying, Matt, McKeach, regardless of his size, he's listed at 5'7", 160. He plays like he's 6 foot, at least.
Yeah, I mean, there are some guys in the NHL. They're just shorter players, but they just know where the puck's going to be. They get to the dirty areas, and they finish.
Reminds me a little bit of Nathan Gerby, a little bit.
There you go.
Did not expect to hear that name dropped.
I had to bring that one out as this is taken here by West Virginia again. Briggs with it. Briggs driving in, has to cut away from Cusimano, looking to spin it back in for Givarowski. Got a paddle to it as it went into the corner.
He got just enough with that paddle to deflect it out of his reach.
As that one gets deflected in the corner, we're one save away for Trevor from the record as that one's blocked in front. Kept here by West Virginia as it's sent back in deep by Jansky. As Turner will collect the puck here. Gutt with it along the boards, has it taken away. Howcroft sends this one into the zone. Stankiewicz can't get there as Cusimano got tangled up. Stankiewicz with it again. Along the wall, back up to the point now. Shot from the blue line trickles wide as Givarowski got knocked down. Howcroft across, looking there for Stankiewicz, just couldn't connect. At the blue line again, kept in here, Stankiewicz with it. That time it's cleared, it gets by the 62 of Carnell, and we'll go all the way down for an icing.
I would say the
Bronx, West Virginia.
The Bronx were looking for that clear for a while.
Well, they're going to have to stay due to the icing, but Cusimano gets a stick back. It was a decent chance there for the Mountaineers, especially that pass across looking for Stankiewicz, their leading scorer, without the stick of Cusimano, who's a defenseman too. So they'll have to stay out there, but everybody has their stick ready to go.
Off the draw, Stankiewicz with it. Trevor able to make the save, and he ties the record. Shot not on the board yet, so we'll have to see if they actually give it to him before we'll continue on. Seems like they aren't going to give him the shot there, so we'll have to wait for the tying record as that one walked in, that time saved by Trevor. As now he ties the record. It's still not on the board as that one goes wide again.
Well,
I'd say that should break it.
That should break it, realistically.
I think it's because they're too busy eating Onteman's cookies in the scorer's table right now.
Not just any cookies, Onteman's cookies.
As this will go all the way down. A wholesale line change here for the Bronx, finally able to get off the ice. As it's taken here by West Virginia. Into the zone they go. Ducala with it. Cutting into the slot. He fires. That one goes wide. Puck now over to the other side. And now the 26 shot goes on the board. So Givarowski officially has tied the record for all-time saves in the ACHA Men's Division II, as that one goes up into the bench of West Virginia.
And, you know, it's worth saying, because we've called many a Trevor game over the years. The team is not the same flat out without him.
Agreed.
You know, that they probably don't win the championship 2 years ago if not for him. They're probably not as competitive as they would have been if he's not on that ice. He has been Ryder's theoretical MVP for much of our broadcasting time.
Please don't remind me of the championship game.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Matt.
I'm sorry, Matt.
Yes.
Go have an Ontman's cookie down there and make yourself feel better.
No, I'm just kidding. It's all good.
For those who don't know, it was Ryder Maryland in the mock final when the mock was still around, as Benner just went down hard. But the mock final was Ryder Maryland. It ended up in an 8-0 win for the Bronx. And
when I was at Maryland, I was with the Maryland hockey team for 3 years. I hated playing you guys because we would never win. It took so long. I don't think we ever won at the Iceland Skating Center. I've been there quite a few times.
Can we, I think it's enough time, we can kind of say that we felt it was very reciprocated.
As this goes the other way for Schneider, he gets hauled down, and that's going to be a penalty there on West Virginia. But like you were saying, Eric, same thing goes for us.
Yeah, well.
We just didn't tell you until now.
I will say, though, Ryder, you know, we've seen a lot of Ryder Maryland games, and I know this game's not about Maryland, so I'll keep it quick, but it's been seeing that team play the last 3 years. They have such a good team, the Bronx, and it is a pleasure. I remember doing all 3 games at the ACC Showcase, playing Virginia Tech, UNC Wilmington, some great teams, and Ryder, they always show up.
Because I feel like the Terrapins and the Bronx are built very similar, right? They're kind of similar styles.
Yeah, 2 great goalies, hardworking players. There's definitely some similarities.
And a lot of passion for that program in Maryland as well.
As this is taken here by Blazak McKeach in front. A huge block there by Kanar. Got the glove down. Oh my goodness, what a save. His best of the evening.
McKeach looking for that hat trick, inching toward it, and Kanar not even able to really glove it down, but just block it away with the glove and just get it swatted away. Great job there from Kanar. Like you said, his best work of the evening.
And we didn't get to really mention too much of it since we were talking about Ryder Maryland, but Bronx now on the power play. As back on the man advantage here. Already 1:20 left to go here on the power play for them. As McDermott has this, spins back here to Schneider. Cercio with it. Looking high slot, dances by one, trying to walk through. That one goes right off the helmet of Kanar and bounces onto the top of the net. Cercio looking for his second of the game as well. And I was trying to mention it in the first period about the penalty kill for West Virginia. Coming into this game, it has not been great, to say the least. They have struggled a lot on the PK this year, have killed just 1 penalty so far this season, including the goal earlier, now 1 for 14 so far this year. As it's taken here by Benner. Bronx looking to stay successful on the man advantage as it's taken now by Rauch. Across in front, that one kicked aside by Kanar. Another big stop by him with the pads.
I think they were looking for Connolly there on the rebound. Mike Connolly, that is.
Connolly trying to keep it in the zone. Bennett able to do so as well. Rauch there to try and keep it along the boards up against the 62 there of Carnell as they look in front. Benner, that one taps on in to Kanar as it's poked away. Back in front for Connolly. He roofs it, and the Bronx go up 5-0 on the power play.
The frustration shown from the Mountaineers. Again, they were looking for Mike Connolly on that rebound. They finally capitalized them on the man advantage. This Bronx special teams has been on par tonight.
And you go back to that keep-in by Justin Rauch. West Virginia nearly had a clear. They're trying to go off the glass. Rauch kind of pressing his body against the glass, trying to keep it in. Great job by him. Keeps the pressure in the offensive zone, and it leads to a goal.
So now Ryder up by 5. Gingras sends into the zone 2 power play goals here for the Bronx. 3 goals on special teams as Call sends this one back in deep. 2 power play goals and a short-handed goal as Zito tries to lay the hammer on Ronan. Schneider with it up off the boards. Taken here by Jansky. Jansky sends forward. Ambrosi has that one bounce on him and goes up into the bench of his own team for the Mountaineers.
And if you want to talk about kind of spreading the love a little bit, this weekend, so far, yesterday and today, Ryder has goals from 8 different players.
That is a lot of spreading out as Zito tries to wrap around on the chance. That one just got denied by Kanar. Somehow got the skate blade down and made the save there. And really spreading this puck around here when it comes to the score sheet. And we mentioned it a little bit earlier with Ryder, with the big win yesterday, coming into this one now up by 5, looking to possibly try and win out this weekend. Still not sure what's happening with tomorrow's game, but as of now, it's still on. But trying to win out the weekend, trying to go up those Southeast rankings to try and take their spot in the regionals. And then next weekend, 2 big games against Penn State.
Penn State, yeah, that'll be a fun trip for the Bronx. You get to go to Pagula Ice Arena.
I was going to say at Penn State, too.
Yeah, cool rink to play at.
Tough rink to play at.
As this is taken here by Blazak, he fires. Kanar able to make the save again, that time with the shoulder, as it's picked off here by Pape. Sends back here to Cusimano, up off the boards, finds Schneider, lays to Pape again. Pape into the zone, back to Schneider. Cole with it across, looking for Blazak. He has it again in the corner. Blazak back up to Turner. That one fired, blocked away there by Rogers, as Blazak gets it in the corner again. Pape below the goal line. He's sandwiched up against the end wall. Taken away by Schneider on the backhand. He shovels that shot on. Saved there by Kanar. Another puck bouncing. Blazak with it. Back up to Cusimano. Walking through. That one's blocked away. That was a big-time block there from Jake Weichel. Excellent job to get in front of that puck.
Nice pickpocket by Schneider, too. He just lifted up the stick, took the puck, circled around, got a nice shot. Looks like a player is injured walking off for the Mountaineers. Not sure who that is.
We'll have to try and figure out who that is for the Mountaineers walking off. Getting some help from some of the scratched players. Talking to the trainer right now as Cercio walks by one, looking to fire. That one knocked away by Kanar. Still can't tell who that is for the Mountaineers walking with his teammates. As this is taken here by Marin in the corner. Now McKeach with it. Blair trying to fight for it. McKeach there. He nearly got upended as it's taken here by Blair again. Cercio along the wall. Finds Yeoman. His shot from the point blocked there by Briggs as Marin sends back up here to Bennert. Bennert off the wall. Plays back in deep. Picked up here by the 55 of Walters. He gets sandwiched there by McKeach. As Marin gets pickpocketed, it goes the other way here for West Virginia. Dumped in there by the Mountaineers. And with that shot, Givarowski makes another one there, and he has sole possession of the ACHA Men's Division II save record. What a career for Givarowski.
You said it, Carollo. I mean, day in, day out, he just shows up. He's a brick wall in net. And when you have a good goalie, you just give your team so much of a better chance to win, and he continues to do that.
It gives your team a lot of confidence in front of you, that knowing that you're back there, it helps so much to give your players in front of you confidence to do what they need to do on the other side of the ice and can rely on you to make those saves. And Trevor's, like you said, Matt, just been a brick wall throughout his entire time.
And he's been a minutes eater, too.
That is true. Since he came to this team, he has just been eating minutes in between the pipes as that backhanded shot goes away. Brown sends this across. Starr sends this one in deep. Howcroft in on the puck call there as well, looking to spring it into the slot. No one was home there for the Mountaineers as Rauch goes out of the zone.
It's also his first game back of the semester, first game playing in well over a month. We saw Bazoko last night. He played a sharp game against Drexel. Didn't get too many shots in front of him, but he did make some really nice saves. But now it's Givarowski's turn, first game back.
Bicozo made the saves that were needed.
Iwazoko has been on this team now for a couple years now, kind of learning under Trevor a little bit.
I mean, there's very few goalies you'd rather learn from.
Especially
Almost
at this
zero
level.
goalies, that you'd rather learn from than Trev.
As this is taken and kept in the zone here by the Mountaineers, doing a good job to keep the puck in right now, as Connolly trying to get to the loose puck, sends out here to McDermott, who dumps it in on the backhand. 3:34 left to go here in period number 2. Zito with it, keeps it along the blue paint, sends it back here to McDermott. Stops on a dime, goes back here to Zito, top of the circle, wires this one across. Cusimano there looking in front, Canar able to make the save as it goes back up to the point here. Call, lost the handle, got blown by, ended up taking down a man, and that's going to be a penalty there on Ryder. Ended up taking down Tyler Howcroft. Would have had a breakaway chance there for West Virginia, but call is going to go to the sin bin here for tripping. Just had that puck bobble on him and lost control. Tried to poke it forward and ended up catching the skates there of Howcroft. So now back to the power play goes West Virginia. Their second chance on the man advantage here in this one.
Their first attempt was less than ideal for the Mountaineers, as there's a quick clear from the Bronx.
Gave up a shorthanded goal and then committed a penalty to negate the power play, as trying to get that away was Connolly, taken here by Schneider. Looking to walk through again, just couldn't do so.
Yeah, Schneider looking for a second shorthanded goal of the evening.
Driving in, pulling up the 99 of Ronan as he gets chased back out of the zone. Now taken here by the 62 of Carnell. Carnell driving in, able to keep the puck. Had Smith in the center as he's hounded by Bennard as it's picked up here by Smith. Smith crosses up with Weichel, goes back up to the point here. At the blue line, they lay this one lower. At the circle, that one fired on, redirected in front, but Trevor able to make the shoulder save as Weichel picks it up at the blue line. Schneider able to get the broken up pass, kept in the zone though by the Mountaineers. Looking to try and find a way across, that's Blair with it as he goes back up to the point here. Carnell fires that one through traffic, goes wide as Weichel gets back on it. 52 seconds left to go on the power play. Carnell with it across. This one blocked in front there as that one trickled right through the slot. No one was there, and it's cleared by Ryder. Back to get it is Carnell. 35 seconds left to go here on the power play. Shots now 32-31 in favor of Ryder. West Virginia keeping pace in the shot department, but just haven't found a way to get one past Trevor yet. This loose puck goes over to the other side, comes out of the zone. Walters is there to pick up the puck. Sends to Stankiewicz. 12 seconds left to go here on the power play. Howcroft with it. He's the man who drew the penalty as Bennett goes into the corner with Ambrosi. Ambrosi back up to the point. Walters is there, sends this across. Stankiewicz with it again. We're back to 5-on-5. Pass over to the other side. Backdoor. That one kicked aside by Trevor, and he's just going to cover up on it.
Both teams get a change here. Offensive zone draw coming for West Virginia.
And I know the Bronx were definitely tired from that penalty kill. They needed a change.
They definitely did. Here with 1:06 left to go in the second period. As this is taken here by Turner, sends Marin along the blue line there. Walters able to keep it in, does it a second time as this one trickles here to Cusimano. Up along the boards to Dom. Dom gets it out of the zone, looking for Marin. Jansky there to take it away though as this goes back for Walters. 45 seconds left to go here in the period as this is taken by Walters again. Able to find this one across, connects on the pass there to Briggs as he enters the zone. Briggs to Blair. Blair trying to cut to the middle, nearly got taken by McKeach, and he's holding his knee now. McKeach and him came together as he's still down on the ice looking to try and get back up. Up to his feet right now as he tries to go to the bench. Already had one player here for West Virginia go off for injury. Still not sure who it was. We'll have to try and figure it out during the break, but
yeah, that did not look like the prettiest of collisions.
It did not.
The word I was going to use was awkward.
That would be fitting.
Yeah, it's definitely awkward. Maybe almost a little knee on knee there.
Yeah.
Might have caught him even in the thigh. almost like a dead leg.
Yeah, you see him. He has. Is that Blair that they got the hit?
Yes.
Yeah.
You see him with his left knee kind of up on the bench there as he sits down.
And one of the coaches looking at him now. Trainer coming over to try and take a look as this one's tipped into the zone. Taken here by West Virginia, trying to get the shot if they couldn't do so. That was Turner on the back check who got a stick in.
Nice.
Looking on
check
the
by
wraparounds.
Turner.
And Givorowski makes the save, sends it up into the rafters.
A perfectly timed poke there from Turner.
Yeah, it's a great back check there from him.
Gonna pull the goalie here.
Interesting call here from West Virginia.
I like the call, though.
I like it too.
So do I.
You need something.
Under 3 seconds to go. I mean, the odds of it reaching the net for Ryder are pretty low. You got to fire it down. Why not?
And Turner is just going to pin it up against the boards off the face-off. So 3 goals for the Bronx in the second period gives them the 5-0 lead over West Virginia. Shots 33-32 in favor of the Mountaineers, but the Bronx just firing on all cylinders here in this period.
Yeah, it was definitely a Bronx-controlled period with 3 goals, 5-0 lead. Still behind in the shots on goal department. Slightly surprising, but again, they take that 5-goal lead any day of the week.
Well, they're putting them where it counts. They're choosing their spots and making it count. So the Bronx are going to head into the second period, or second intermission, I should say, with a 5-0 lead. Before we head off for the second intermission, quick out-of-town update between Widener and Alabama. Alabama up 1-0 right now over the Pride. 7:45 left to go in the first period over there, so make sure to tune into that one while we're in the intermission, and then come back and join us here for the third period between the Bronx and West Virginia. But we're going to step aside, take a short break. When we come back, we'll have the third period of action for you. Welcome back, everybody. You're watching Rider Bronx Ice Hockey, presented by Breakout Sports Broadcasting, live here on YouTube. My name is Carola Pascal, joined alongside by Eric Johnson and Matt Fusillo, back here for period number 3 as we await the Bronx to come out here for this third period. West Virginia already on the bench on the other side. It's a 5-0 game right now here at the start of the third. Shots 32-33 in favor of West Virginia, but the Bronx yet again in that second period, dominant, 3 goals in the middle frame.
Yeah, and we were talking about how, the word dominant has been thrown around with the Bronx so far today, and I have to agree, even with that 33-32 shot advantage for West Virginia, 5 goals for the Bronx compared to a goose egg for West Virginia. Big period for the Bronx, big day for the Bronx, 13 goals so far in 2 days.
Play a clean 20 minutes and the win is theirs pretty much. I mean, they've been controlling the entire time. Win tonight, they'll get 2 wins in 2 nights, and then we'll see about tomorrow.
If we do have tomorrow's game, it'll be me and Trey on the call, most likely. Me and Trey Wright will be hopping on for that game, if we still have it, of course, here between Rider and West Virginia for their second game of the back-to-back. As we're still waiting on Rider to come out here, the referees are ready to go. But the Bronx still not out of the locker room, and no one at the scores table yet either for Rider as they finally head over. Still waiting on the Bronx now, but before we get into this third, I want to say thank you to everyone watching yet again for joining us here on this one tonight for both the Bronx, West Virginia, and us here at BSB. Thank you for joining us and tuning into this one. I know we're having some technical difficulties over at Widener. The stream is live, but for some reason there's no audio, even though it should be working based on everything I was hearing from our technical director and co-founder Colton Reynolds down there. Everything looks like it should be fine. It's just for some reason YouTube isn't receiving the audio. But either way, hopefully they can figure that out as they just finished the first period of play over there at Widener. But we're getting ready for the third here for this one as Bronx finally coming now out of the locker room as the teams come onto the ice here. Getting a great shot of the Rider guys coming onto the ice here from Jeremy Myers down, doing our second camera here, our mobile cam.
It's a very cool camera angle right there.
It's very personal. It's very,
yes. We try and make it as professional as we can here at BSB, and having that second mobile cam definitely helps a lot.
Oh, yeah.
Able to get a lot of cool camera angles like this one, and a couple other as you've seen throughout the game.
I propose a telestrator for us. Could you imagine that?
Oh boy.
Next up, the Wendy's RoboCam.
Oh my God. Man, I wish we could do stuff like that.
What, Wendy's?
No, well, okay. In like stuff like that, it's just expensive, as I'm sure you could imagine.
Wendy's is cheap. What are you talking about?
Oh, not so much Wendy's, but the
4
camera.
for 4,
the
yeah.
camera
See,
equipment.
Matt knows.
The RoboCam is expensive, not the Wendy's.
This is what we call stalling for time, by the way.
Yes, this is stalling at this point.
Our photographer last year, he wanted to install a camera during the net for the game.
I've wanted to do that this year.
Yeah.
He was like, I'm willing to buy it. He's a great photographer, too. And I don't know if it ever came to fruition, maybe this year, but that would have been sweet.
I wish we could do that as we're off. Here for the third period, I've wanted to do a net cam. I've wanted to do a goalie helmet cam or even put a cam on a ref for part of the game and have that part of the broadcast. It's just expensive, as you could imagine, as we try and enhance our broadcast more and more here at BSB as we continue to grow. As this is kept in the zone here by West Virginia. It was a good block to get out of their own D zone as it's picked up here by McDermott. Able to get it out of his defensive end. Played back here, bounced off the skates of Turner. Now McDermott with it again. McDermott tried to send that one to Turner, just couldn't connect on it as Walters comes together with him in the corner. The two defensemen going at it down in the corner as Gingras tries to send it across. Bouncing here as it goes back up to the point. This one's sent on. Cusimano able to get a stick on it as Gingras ran down in front into Crawl. or into Kanar, I should say, as this is taken out by Walters again. Walters with it. On the backhand, shovels a shot on save there by Givarowski.
Talk about cameras just a moment ago. You know one thing that drives me crazy?
Oh boy.
In the NHL, if you're watching, like let's say a Devils game on the MSG broadcast, they did it today. They have the camera behind the net and they just keep it on that. I can't stand it. They had the empty net for the Devils today with like 2 minutes left, and they're putting the camera behind the net. So BSB.
I'm glad you saw that,
Oh my.
because I did not.
Well, you were there, right?
Yeah, I was there. And we do have a goalie change for the Mountaineers. In is Jackson Bernier.
So it seems like Bernier is going to take the net here for this third period. I think it's actually still
Is
Kanar.
it still Kanar? Because our PA announcer said that there was a change.
Yeah, it's still Kanar. Still see number 70.
Yeah, really?
Yeah,
Look,
it definitely looks like a 70.
I have glasses on, so that should tell you how my eyesight is.
Well, I mean, if they had nicer looking jerseys, the
Oh,
numbers
boy.
would
Oh,
Here
here we
it
go.
comes.
Here we go.
be easier to read.
Here we
Here
go.
it comes. As Westchester try and get a shot on there from right in front of Yeoman. Star, this one bounces out of the zone, goes across here, and we're going to get a whistle. And I think it's going to be a penalty here. Looks like the captain of Stankiewicz and Zito were both going to go to the box, and it is Kanar still in the pipes.
It is. I'm glad you can see that.
I promise I won't be negative the rest of the night. I'm talking about the camera, the jerseys. I'm done with the negativity.
He promises. So anyway, we're going to play 4-on-4 side for 2 minutes.
Already just 17:54 left to go here in this third period. And I didn't get a chance to mention it before, but there was a big collision between two West Virginia players right at the offensive blue line. Stankiewicz was one of them as that quick shot is saved by Givarowski. This one goes back up, kept in there by the 44 of Carter Brown.
And Stankiewicz being in the box for the 2 minutes is a huge detriment to the Mountaineers.
Taken here by Pape, driving into the zone. Gets pickpocketed by Starr, looking to get it back is Blazak, able to keep it away though. Is the 34 of Weichel. Briggs back to get this one. Good to see him back out on the ice after that collision with McKeach near the end of the second period. Pape able to keep this in the zone. Starr on it, looking to send it to Ambrosi as he's going to keep it here in his own end. 1:15 left to go on the 4-on-4 as Ambrosi blows a tire, takes down Schneider with him as it's kept here by Starr and taken out. Ambrosi with it again. Into the zone, he fires. Givarowski kicks that one into the corner as Cusimano sends this around. Kept in here by the Mountaineers. Now taken by Rauch, looking to play out to Schneider. Just couldn't get it to him as this goes back for Cusimano. Cusimano with it. Makes a little shifty move to get by one defender as he drives in. Lays the puck off there, finds Rauch in the corner. Rauch fighting for it with Palahunic. As it's taken away by the Mountaineers again. Under 30 seconds left to go here, a 4-on-4 action as Howcroft sends this one in. Ty Schneider with the puck, looking for Dom Cercio. Got by him there at his own blue line as this will go all the way down. No icing. We continue on. Carnell has 10 points so far this season. 16 games so far this year as that one's knocked away there by Givarowski again. Has a goal and 9 assists so far this year as he tries to keep the puck in the zone. McKeach able to steal it away, ducks by a hit as Marin picks it up. Finds Turner. Able to walk right in. Turner driving to the backhand. He fires that one, saved by Kanar. Ducalo with it, plays this one across. Stankiewicz out of the box trying to get on this one. Played it across, they just couldn't connect. Still in the zone though, Stankiewicz with it. Looking to fire that one, saved by Givarowski again with the blocker. He is dialed in right now as Cercio goes the other way. Gets by Jansky. Cercio with it. Able to keep the puck to the backhand. Trying to power move. Tried to tuck in 5-hole. Couldn't get it to go on Kanar.
He's also looking on Kennard's right-hand side as well.
Dangerous set of hands that Dom Cercio has as he lays the hammer in the corner there on Jansky. Marin with it, able to keep the puck, feeds lower here to McKeach. He's on hat trick watch. Already has 2 here, and this one as Marin has it. Looking to go back to Cercio in the high slot, couldn't connect as it's taken and cleared by the Mountaineers. Back to 5-on-5 now. 14:35 left to go here in the game as Bennett walks in. Bennett trying to dangle by there, couldn't do so as Walters was all over him. Marin with it again, sends it around. Yeoman able to keep it in at the point. Has that pass picked off, trickles in on the Kennard, but it got poked away there. As that shot goes into Kennard again, rebound loose. Connolly tried to fire, couldn't do so, as there's another Mountaineer down on the ice. Looks like that might be Walters. And out comes the trainer yet again.
Cercio is also not happy with himself. He came to the bench after the shift and slammed his stick to the ground.
You noticed that as well. I saw that. He was looking for that goal on the right side of Kennard, just couldn't poke it through.
As the trainer is going to look at Matthew Walters here, has 5 points so far this year for the Naples, Florida native, 16 games so far this season. Didn't really see what happened on the play. Going to have to try and take a look back at it if we can. Trainer still out looking at him. McDermott over there as well for the Bronx, as Ambrosi standing there next to him.
I'm curious what Cercio is frustrated with. He's pointing to the top of his stick. He got a couple of the coaches to look at it, including head coach Connor Fox.
I wonder if it's a tape issue or possibly the tip of his blade maybe broke.
Head coach Connor Fox goes to the iPad. He's got the BSB stream, it looks like.
Yes, we've been told that they have the broadcast pulled up on there, as getting back up to his feet now is Walters as he gets a resounding clap from all here at Zai, as it looks like it might be a arm injury as he's holding his right arm as he goes to the bench. So hope for the best for Matthew Walters, as West Virginia already had one player get escorted off the ice with some help from his teammates here in this game. And possibly another player injured here for the Mountaineers, as this one is one back here for Ryder. Shot on, fought off there in front by Kennard. Got that one right in the chest off the shot from Ty Schneider, as this is taken here by West Virginia again. Out of the zone they go. Poked away there by Ty Schneider. Rauch looking to take it away, can't do it. Schneider with it again. Up along the glass, sends this one back out to Brown. Picked up here by Starr. He sends forward into the zone. Ambrosi with it. Ambrosi spinning. Has to play it back in on the backhand as Rauch chips this one forward to Connolly. Has this across to McDermott. Into the zone, Mark with it. He fires. That one's blocked away in front. Rauch trying to be the late man and trailing to get a shot off, just couldn't do it. Shots now 45-35 in favor of the Bronx as Ambrosi picks up the puck. Ambrosi sends in. Givorowski gets a paddle to it as Walters is going to walk off here with some help from the trainer and 2 of his teammates.
And this is tough for West Virginia, considering as of right now, they have a second game tomorrow in this very building in just over 12 hours.
Set for an 11:50 start time tomorrow if we do in fact have the game. Keeping an eye on the weather report for tomorrow. Last time I checked, it currently said about 4 inches of snow here in Lawrenceville as Schneider fires that one on, held down by Kennard.
Well, you could say the Bronx are putting on a flurry of shots, 46 so far.
I was going to make that joke tomorrow, Eric. You stole it.
Make it 2 days in a row. It's
That's
okay.
true. That's true. I could make it tomorrow, too.
You could.
As this one is played out of the zone. A big hit there up along the boards as Turner gets ran down there. This one taken and fired on by the 22 of Gallagher. A good chance there for him West Virginia just looking to pot one home here in this third period. As this is sent around. Benner going to get to that as it's taken here by Schneider. Schneider walking in with Pape 2-on-1. Schneider waits, tries to play it across the Pape. A huge stop there by Kanar. Maybe should have opted to go for the shot there, but tried to give Pape the goal as that one's held onto by Givarowski.
I don't really blame Schneider for passing to Pape there. He had a very, very, very clear lane after a diving Mountaineer could not block the puck. Perfect lane over to pass it to Pape. Kanar with a great save.
Excellent save there from Kanar. He's been pretty good here in this third period with 12:07 left to go in the third. As this goes back up to the point. Played across the Star. Star tries to fire through. Yeoman tried to get a stick lift in, couldn't do it as he goes into the boards with Briggs. This one played up out of the zone. Cercio trying to get on that pass out as he has it again. Cercio. Backhanded pass looking for Marin. Couldn't connect on it as Yeoman will have to go and get this. Tracking back here. Being hounded up along the boards there with Blair as he's able to take it away. Blair gets rocked by Dom Cercio. And Yeoman laid the body down below the goal line. And McKeach is going to touch it. It's going to be a penalty here on the Bronx. It's going to be a high sticking call. And Yeoman is going to go to the penalty box here. So another opportunity for West Virginia on the man advantage.
Yeah, it looked like an easy call for the referee there. I'm not sure high sticking was the right call, but it was an obvious penalty.
It was a penalty for something indeed, and just happened to be that high sticking was what the referees decided to give it. Could have been an interference, could have been a rough.
Yeah, and it could have been anything. He took him down, didn't have the puck.
At the end of the day, 2 minutes is 2 minutes.
This is true as that one's sent away by Ducalo. Stankiewicz back up to the point. Palahonic plays this across to Ducalo. Ducalo sends lower. McDermott gets that one the length of the ice. Goes all the way down onto Kanar. Back in their own end. West Virginia with the puck here. Already 30 seconds gone here on the power play for the Mountaineers as they drive into the zone. Stankiewicz with it. Pulls up down at the goal line. Fighting there with Ty Schneider as Stankiewicz gets it back. Has to play back in deep. Takes a bounce right into the slot as McDermott steers it away. Had Howcroft all over him as it's kept here by the Mountaineers. Back up to Ducalo. Ducalo looking. Trying to go back up to the point. It comes out of the zone as Palahonic picks it up. Finds Ducalo again. He drives in. Ducalo sends around, hops off the dasher a couple times. Picked up by Stankiewicz, sent back around the boards. McDermott picks it up, sends that one the length of the ice again. Another clear there for Ryder. Carnell behind his goaltender with 40 seconds left to go here on the power play. Gets it back here off the pass from Stankiewicz. As Carnell has it again, driving right up the gut here. Carnell with it, he fires that one right into the gut of Givarowski, and he holds on.
Sharp shot there from Carnell. Off the draw. Taken here by the Mountaineers, played alongside the board, still not out of the zone yet. Back over onto Carnell, and the Bronx are going to get another clear with just over 15 seconds left in the man advantage.
So 9:40 left to go here in this third period. 10 seconds left to go on the power play now as Blair walks into the zone. Blair with it, driving around Cusimano to the front, to the net front. Givarowski able to make the save. Picked up here, 2 seconds left to go. Quick shot. That one goes up and over the bar, and we're back to 5-on-5. Another good kill there from the Bronx.
Glad to see Blair back after the awkward knee-on-knee with McKeach earlier, too.
This is taken here by Benner, driving around. Has McKeach at the net front, tries to play it back to him, looking for Marin in front as well as it's picked up here by Ducalo and sent out. Trying to get to it is Ferguson. This one sprung around. Stankiewicz with it, looking to go backdoor to Ducalo. Just couldn't get it to his stick from his skates. Bennert back to Cusimano, back to Bennert again, along the wall. Looking for an option, tries to play the stretch pass. That one's picked off there by Howcroft. That shot goes wide. Bennett was looking to try and find Marin on the long pass, as Cercio couldn't get that one away. Back into the zone, McKeach with it. Sends this one up and out to Howcroft. He gets that puck taken. Marin has to lay back here to Cusimano. Cusimano up off of McKeach's stick. Finds Marin, has that one stolen away. Benner nearly couldn't get to that pass. Stankiewicz nearly got a breakaway chance there. Would have walked in all alone on Givarowski. As Howcroft gets us again. Ducalo there with him. Pokes that one by Bennett for a second as it goes back out to Starr. As he drives in, Starr takes a bump there by McKeach. Marin there as well. Now finds Cercio. Cercio in a one-on-one. McKeach trying to join him here for a two-on-one. Cercio to McKeach. He fires. That one goes just wide. McKeach looking for the hat trick goal. Just couldn't get that one to go as it goes the other way. Stankiewicz with it, trying to dance through, couldn't do it. Schneider across, trying to find Gut. Carnell below his goaltender again. 7:35 left to go here in this third, as this is dumped right back in there by Ty Schneider. Palahonic sends out. Schneider with it. Dumped back in onto Kanar. He sends that aside with the pads easily, as this one is picked up here by Ducalo. Driving in here. Ronan with it. That one fired wide of the cage as it's picked up here by Gingras, trying to get it out. Getting some help there as it's picked up here by Schneider. Has Gut with him. Zito behind him. Zito overskated the puck as it's taken away here by Ambrosi. Ambrosi sends into the zone. McDermott with it. Plays here to Gut again as giving chase with Ronan. Schneider up off the wall. Hopping over that was Cusimano as he gets it back now in his own end. Sent up to Zito. Zito to Gut. Tried to play the pass through back to Zito, just couldn't do so as Gut just got drilled right into the wall. He's down, holding his head, slow to get up now as he tries to get back up to his feet. Lifted up and out of the zone as Gut is going to go to the bench here. That was a big-time collision into the boards, went almost head first.
I was going to say that was very tight.
As Zito right on the doorstep trying to get another one home was McDermott on the rebound, but Kanar says no.
Almost a costly turnover there for the Mountaineers. Right in front of the net. Zito had a good look, but Kanar denying him. Face-off, won by the Bronx. Takes a shot from Rauch. That just goes a little wide, deflected. Puck still staying in the zone. Bunch of bodies near the boards as the puck finds Connolly. Connolly shoots, that goes wide. Rebound is loose, and the Bronx still able to keep it in the zone. Rauch passes over to Connolly. Connolly back over to Rauch. Rauch back over to Cusimano. He's going to dump it in. Taken over here by the Mountaineers, and they are able to finally get it out of the zone.
Thank you for covering for me there, Eric,
You're welcome.
On the play-by-play. Trying to get word from Colton about the error for, or the audio errors over for the Widener stream as we try and get those solved for all of you as Schneider drives into the zone. 5:20 left here in the game, trying to play this one for Blazak, and we get the whistle as Schneider got dumped at the end of that play. Covering up is Kanar.
I was going to say, Schneider kind of got taken down, shoved a little bit at the end of that play. Another face-off here. One back by the Bronx. Shot from the blue line, just goes right in front to Kanar. Pape looking for a shot, whiffs it. Goes for another one, trickles wide. Puck still in the Bronx zone, tips past Bennert, and it is cleared, and the Bronx will just dump it.
West Virginia with it again. They send this one forward to DiCarlo. He gets chased by Pape, has to go back here to Carnell again. Taken here by the Mountaineers. Just a reminder, as of right now, these two teams will play tomorrow as of now, as Ducala lays a big-time check on Yeoman right in front of the crease as Givarowski covers. But like I was saying, as of now, these two teams facing off against each other once again tomorrow at a 11:50 start time. We'll have to keep you updated on our social medias, and I'm sure Ryder and West Virginia will as well, on if that game is going to happen. As this is taken here by Stankiewicz, goes back up to the point. That one redirected just wide in front. Looking for Stankiewicz again in the middle, and it's cleared by Ryder. This one taken out of the zone. Carnell with the puck, plays this across. Sends this forward. This gets by call, and we'll go for an icing here on the Mountaineers. Off the draw, one back there by the Bronx as Cercio fires one on, knocked away there by the paddle of Kanar. As McKeach with it. Back here to Cercio. Sends this lower, looking for Marin. 3:56 left to go here in the game as Call has it at the blue line. He fires that one through traffic. Kanar got a piece of it with the paddle yet again as McKeach stops on the dime, spins around, looking Cercio calling for it in the middle. He wants another as McKeach finds Marin. Marin back up to the point. Schneider has that one bounce away as Marin able to keep it up off the wall. Back to Schneider, wires the one-time blast. That one's blocked in front, and it's cleared out of the zone.
Dom was looking for that one-timer and was calling for it multiple times.
That was Smith who blocked that one. Zito chases after this. Zito with it, tries to lay back to Cercio, up along the wall. Dom has it pinned. Zito comes over to help him and keep the puck. Back now to Dom. Dom with it, trying to shovel that home right in front. Connolly, that one trickles just wide. Would have been his first of the year as that one goes up off the glass. Kept in the zone, though, by Turner, looking for Zito. Bouncing on him as he's able to keep it. Him and Connolly there, back up to the point. Kept by Cusimano. Great keep there from him as we're under 3 minutes left to go here in this game. Sent into the zone here. This one played forward as that one broken up right in front as it's picked up here by Cusimano. Into the zone he goes. Shots now 53-44 in favor of the Bronx. As this one's sent back in. Played around as Gutt tries to get on this. Brown is there. Up along the wall. Jockeying for the puck as Cusimano sends this one around. Zito to try and give chase here. The 16's coming together in the corner as McDermott is able to keep it in the zone for now. Now picked up by Rogers. Rogers trying to clear. Isn't able to do so just yet as Gallagher picks up the puck. Gallagher gets it out. Turner there to try and stop it. And now it's walked into the zone here and fired on there by West Virginia. Held on to by Givarowski. And one thing that I think the Bronx have done really well tonight is, even though West Virginia's got 45 shots now on the board, a very large majority of them have come from the outside. They've done a great job of keeping the Mountaineers to the outside and forcing the shots to come from there as that one trickles just wide in front.
And it's pretty similar to yesterday with Drexel. The shots, I mean, there's a good amount of shots from the opposition both nights now, but like you said, I mean, there's really not much to them. It's not the strongest of shots. I mean, no goals on the board for West Virginia. We saw one for Drexel last night, so the opportunities are kind of there, but when they are there, it's just really nothing to show for.
That one took a funny hop as Givarowski was able to make the save. As there's a huge hit by McDermott. That's going to be a penalty there on McDermott as there's another West Virginia player down on the ice. It's going to be an interference call on McDermott as Briggs tries to get back up to his feet. 1:08 left to go here in the game. McDermott to the penalty box, and Briggs seems okay.
McDermott absolutely rocked him.
Hit him pretty hard.
2 minutes for interference.
Matt, I do want to talk about the that 8-1 game, only allowing 1 goal. So far, a goose egg for the Bronx. Still, as much as we want to credit the goaltenders for that, we also have to credit the Bronx defense just as much.
Yeah, 100%.
The defense has been great for the Bronx, and that also goes to the part of them keeping the shots to the outside, giving Trevor time to see
Exactly. And we were talking about this earlier, Corolla, about how young the defense is for the Bronx. So, continuing that and, and getting into, into that rhythm and mojo, it's really great to see this young defensive core really start to find their stride.
Yeah, they have played excellent so far this year, as Pape nearly took down another man there, almost another call, as Ducalo trying to drive in here on the power play. Can't get the shot off as Schneider got a stick knocked away. Still continuing on. That one bounces away. 20 seconds left to go here in the game. With the puck, looking to fire. Ducalo saved there by Gavorowski. Ducalo with it across, fires a shot. It goes up and over the bar. Cusimano sends around. 7 seconds left to go. Palahonic with it, trying to get one last chance off as Pape sends that up and out. And that will do it. Trevor Gavorowski, the winningest goaltender in Rider Bronx history.
Wow.
51 wins in his Rider career, now takes sole possession of the #1 spot for wins as a Bronx.
Again, it's his night. We talk about the 5 goals, 2 goals for McKean, but a 50-save shutout for number 29. Check your watches because it is indeed Trevor time.
Not much more you can ask for from Trevor in between the pipes. A 50-save shutout, just unreal from Trevor.
Made it look easy. Made it look easy tonight.
So final score, Bronx win 5-0 here over West Virginia. Final shots 54-50 in favor of the Bronx. And Trevor Gavorowski, a record-setting night. 2 different records here in this one. Gets the Rider all-time saves record, now at 51. And then he also broke the ACHA Men's Division II all-time saves record. What a night for both Trevor and for the Bronx.
Not much to say. I mean,
I was going to say, you might have left Matt speechless.
Running out of words to say up here.
I mean, it's just a complete win for the Bronx. We saw it last night,
This is as close to perfect of a win as you're going to get.
It is. I mean, you score 5. You don't allow any goals to the opposition. You allow 1 the entire weekend thus far to the opposition. It's just a complete win.
And then put up 8, right? So you put up 8 last night. You put up 5 tonight. That's 13 goals in 2 games. What a return of the semester from the Bronx.
It has been a hot start for sure.
And once they get on the board, they keep scoring these goals. They're playing stress-free hockey games. I mean, yeah, some slip-ups can lead to some goals, but they really haven't had much to worry about. It's been a stress-free weekend thus far. They'll gladly take it. I mean,
and quick goals, too. They're opening these goals really quick. So once they establish that lead, like they were already playing 2-0 going into the second period, you're already playing with a little bit of less stress after that, and then that 3-goal second period to bring it up to 5-0. And like you said at the start, Matt, all they had to do was play a clean period. They played that and more.
Not much really more you could ask for if you're a Rider Bronx or a Bronx fan. And they will go home happy with a 5-0 win here for this one. Still unsure about the game tomorrow, but either way, if we are here, it'll be at 11:55, just before noon tomorrow. But that'll wrap things up for us tonight. Bronx win 5-0. Final shots 54-40, or 54-50, excuse me. For myself, Eric Johnson, Matt Fusillo, have a good night, everybody.